All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another reaction. So we're gonna be reacting to another Prime Larry Bird. All right, content gonna be the best Larry Bird versus MJ story. This video has 6.1 million views. All right. Without further ado, yo, hit that like button, subscribe, definitely comment down your thoughts. Let's jump right in.
NBA Hall of Famer James Worthy, who played against both Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, said, I'd much rather play against Michael Jordan than Larry Bird.
Damn.
Jordan made you look slow, but Bird made you look stupid.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta get my thoughts and my opinion about this quote. Number one, hey, you guys been commenting down in the comment section about this right here. Jordan made you look slow. Bird made you look stupid. And his absolute facts. Remember, Jordan has his athleticism. We can't take that away from him. All right. He has his athleticism. He's able to move quick. He's able to jump high. But guess what Bird can do? Bird, the stigma, they say that he can't move fast or jump high. But guess what, man? His brain was always ahead of the play, and he was always ahead of everybody else. So that makes Bird dangerous. That's why when it comes to coaching, man, like that play against Detroit that I always, comment about, you gotta know where Bird is on the floor. That doesn't take anything away from any other star or legend, but Bird could do it all. All right. Do you know how dangerous that is for somebody to be able to do it all? Man, let's get it.
Look, I'm not here to convince you that Larry Bird is better than Michael Jordan. I'll just present to you the facts and let the NBA legends who actually played against both of them tell you what they think.
People always ask me who's the hardest player I've ever had to guard. And there was Michael Jordan, George Gervin, the late great Mike Mitchell. I mean, so many players. I always say Larry Bird, and I say this for the reason because
Sheesh.
when Michael passed the basketball, he kind of hung on his shorts and he sit off to the side. With Larry, when he passed the basketball, is when he became more dangerous. He was either setting a pick, coming off a pick, catching the ball, passing the ball. So he was the one you always had to stay attentive to the whole 24 seconds of that offensive play for
There
the
it
Celtics.
is.
And you know what? Oh, he's going to get an offensive rebound. He was going to do something to help his team have the best chance of scoring at that point. So I always say as him, he didn't need the basketball to affect the game.
Some moms want to build income from home. They just don't.
All right, let's go back to Michael Cooper, number one. Great defender. If he's saying it, there's NBA legends that are speaking about Larry Bird, which I'm wondering why does he get much traction, more traffic towards him? You know, I understand why people are glued to MJ 6-0 to 2-3-peat. I mean, come on now. Well, I mean, can we say more? The scoring title, just everything down the line, but I'm gonna be biased on this one. I'm gonna be biased because I'm the type of person that loves a all around player. So why I'm choosing Bird over MJ as 1A is because of what Bird did on the floor, from shooting to passing, rebounding to being a leader. That's crucial, clutch. We could say it all of the aspects of basketball, unselfish, and he was a great trash talker. That's why I put him over MJ. But of course, it's 1A, 1B, of course. 1A, 1B. That should be the true GOAT debate. I don't know what the media is trying to portray Braun versus MJ. That's not the real debate. This debate is right here. But Michael Cooper, Prime Larry Bird, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys been saying it in the comment. Who's the true GOAT? Larry Joe Bird. That's why I got him over MJ in the GOAT debate, all around play. Don't get me wrong, MJ has his all around moments too. You get me? But Bird and the dangerous, he mentioned it. Michael Cooper said, you got to watch Larry Bird for 24 seconds. 24 seconds out of the whole shot clock. We've seen it against Detroit. We've seen it against other. He's a great team defensive player. He has the top stats and defensive win shares. I think people need to look at the little details that Larry Bird is doing on the court, which is super crucial to a game. Man.
Had to stay attentive to the whole 24 seconds of that offensive play for the Celtics. And you know what? Oh, he's going to get offensive rebounds. He was going to do something to help his team have the best chance of scoring at that point. So I always say as him, he didn't need the basketball to affect the game.
To the untrained eye, Michael Jordan was light years better than Larry Bird, simply because his scoring numbers were better.
Right.
But in actuality, it was much closer than that, because Bird affected the game in so many ways.
I saw Larry Bird one night in Phoenix. They were losing big time at the half. And they come out in the third quarter, and Larry did not take a shot, but dominated the game. He had 7 assists in the third quarter, and they came back and won the game. He could affect the game without taking a shot. Who else can you say that about to that degree? Nobody. Michael could never do that. Never. Michael had to have the ball.
Yes.
In 1980.
All right. So mentioned beautifully by the great legend, Bob Ryan. Bird didn't score in a quarter, but had 7 assists. This is why I love this style of play, this era of basketball, because nowadays there's a priority that you have to score 30 to 40 points in order for your team to win the game. Right? Jordan has to have the ball in his hand to make something happen, right? Bird doesn't. He could play off ball. That's the most crucial thing for a basketball player. Some basketball players, they have to have the basketball in their hands to contribute in a way. But Bird didn't have to. He's seen what was going on. Imagine coming into a quarter and you're down like 8 points. Some players are gonna be like, "Hey, let me get this run going. Let me score like 6 points, get this run going." But in Bird's mind, Bird is like, "All right, we're down now. I know I can't be the only one to will this team to win the game overall, but what he can do is incorporate, get the teammates involved, so it gives them a boost of energy, confidence, and then when things get closer, you know what time it is. The ball is going in one player's hand and one player's hands only, and that's Larry Bird. That's why what was said here is why I put him over MJ, because what he could do without the ball and other aspects of the basketball game, not only scoring, not taking anything away from MJ either, but man, if only I knew about Larry Bird sooner.
Remember, this is a league with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Charles Barkley, Isaiah Thomas, Hakeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, and Dr. J.
All great players.
And in the league, with all of these all-time great players, everyone agreed that Larry Bird was the best.
Wow.
Because in 1984, 1985, and 1986, Larry Bird won MVP back to back to back. And in the 1986 playoffs, Larry Bird finally faced Michael Jordan head to head. And in game 1, Michael dropped a spectacular 49 points. But Larry Bird had an all-around game with 30 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals to lead the Celtics to a victory.
Yep.
By game 2, MJ had a revelation.
And this is game 2 of the best-of-5 first-round action, and the Celtics will try to make it 2 in a row over the Bulls.
We really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
But he sure did try.
That quote will live forever and ever. That quote will live forever and ever. One man can't beat the Boston Celtics. Great thing about the Boston Celtics organization, great pieces, great role players, great contributors all around. And who's at the top leading the way? Larry Joe Bird. Jordan did have 49 points, but that's affecting the game in one aspect. What about all around? Like he just mentioned with Larry Bird's stat line. All around, from scoring to rebounding to assists on defense, 3 steals. Man, I'm glad I made. You know, the funny thing is, before all of this right here, before the reactions, before learning about Larry Bird, it was all MJ for me. It was all MJ. But now it's like, whoa. Take a step back. Hold on. I love the game of basketball. I love the game of basketball. I watch it. I study it. But damn, I never went that far back in history then, because I went from 90s moving forward. And then we came across this right here. So, hey, man. Wow. Thank you guys for recommending the videos, contributing in the comment section. I've been learning about the histories, the facts about Larry Bird. Speechless.
Because Jordan turned on God mode and broke the record for the most points ever scored in a playoff game.
Lead in the first half of the game against the Celtics Thursday. Jordan trying to fake Bird, can't do it. Hits the jumper, but Bird played pretty well defensively against
That was a great, shot.
Out on him, and then we went with Danny Ainge, myself, then Bill Walton, and we was trying to run him to help all the time, but he had his outside shot going so well that he really didn't need to penetrate that much.
Jordan hits it, 56 for Jordan, and that ties the Chicago Bulls all-time leader. Jordan with 8 on the clock. Jordan ties the game.
Oh, boy.
63 points, and you're looking at an all.
Hold on. Can we say that? Okay, let's get the debate going. Who's a better scorer? I already know who's the better all-around player, Larry Bird. But who's the better scorer, MJ or Bird? Especially in an era where it was more mid-range, more posts, more penetration to the basket, and the three-pointers was like occasional. Like in this era, the three-pointer was like an addition. Nowadays, it's a necessity where you gotta jack up, like, I don't even know what the numbers are, but it could be like maybe 40 attempts a game nowadays. But who's the better scorer between the two?
All-time record. Oh, boy. Michael Jordan.
But it was an incredible
63 points,
playoff
man.
performance. I've never seen it before, and I had never seen it after. That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
But Larry Bird left with the most important statistic of all, the W.
The win.
10 on the clock.
Did you win?
Bird, pick and roll parry.
Good. That was a great play right there.
Victory for the Boston Celtics to take a 2-0 lead over Chicago in their best of 5.
Oh, close game.
Michael Jordan didn't beat Larry Bird. You showed Michael Jordan going between his legs one time in the highlights, against Larry Bird. And that was the game he got 63.
That's when he dropped 63 on Bird. Yes.
But if memory serves me correct, they got swept. No, not lost. They got swept. Okay? That's true.
Even though he dropped 63, we stepped all in his ass, did we not? I rest my case.
Larry Bird.
Hey, hold on, man. This is why, not only for this debate, it matters who won, but I gotta shift over a little bit, okay? I'm gonna shift over to modern basketball, okay? They're talking about Bron made it to 8 finals in a row, yada yada yada, this and that, blah blah blah. Did he win though? All right. Did he win more than he lost? 4 and 6 in the finals, where it mattered the most, where you were the leader, supposed leader of your team. Now with this one right here, did Jordan win? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if Jordan and the Bulls, if Larry Bird was playing like a longer career and they were in the same era, would Jordan have won? Not disrespecting his legacy or anything like that. Just a hypothetical. Would Jordan have won against the Boston Celtics? Because the results, it shows right there. He was getting swept. You know, of course, the teams were assembled, but at the same time, there were times in the early 90s and late 80s where the Bulls were assembled, and I don't think they were able to beat the Boston Celtics even then. Yo, that's great. This is a great video. Shout out to Prime Larry Bird.
Bird went on to win his 3rd championship that year. And the following year, when Larry faced MJ in the playoffs, it happened again.
Inside, Larry Bird against Banks, rubs him around a Perry screen, drives it down the lane, and lays it in with a right hand. Michael Jordan with 30 points in this game.
There it is.
He was 30 or better in all 3 playoff games. Bird's got 31 in the game and 14 in the 4th quarter. Bullseye. Boston has kept it in good hands in the 4th quarter. It's been Bird and that.
Hold on, what's going on here? Is that a mark?
Boston.
What is this? Is that a mark? A scratch? Nowadays, that scratch right there would have got you 2 weeks out of playing basketball, professional basketball. Number one. Number two, 30 points. Jordan scored 30 points. The L still happened. 63 points, the L still happened. 49 points, the L still happened. And scoring is only one aspect. I mean, Red Auerbach said it the best. Basketball is simple. Play the right way, man. Whoever puts the ball more in the basket when it's 0-0 on the clock is the winner. But how can you impact the team around you other than scoring? Can you take a quarter off not scoring in order to focus on rebounding, defense, assists, getting your team involved? Damn, this is good.
Has kept it in good hands in the 4th quarter. It's been Bird, and that's about it. Final score in Chicago Stadium. The Boston Celtics sweep the Bulls out 105-94.
Damn.
Too much Celtic talent, too much Celtic experience for a Bulls team lacking in
what's
both
going on
areas.
here?
Yes, Larry Bird in back-to-back years swept Michael Jordan in the playoffs. So if Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird, then what does that make Larry Bird? Now, to be fair, at that point, Michael Jordan didn't have his best teammate ever, Scottie Pippen, yet. When Scottie Pippen arrived, the battles were closer and more intense.
Yes, but
and later in the video, I'll let you see exactly what happened when Larry Bird faced a prime Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
Because Larry Bird did something so miraculously impressive, no other man in the history of basketball can say they've done. But after Bird swept Jordan back-to-back years in the playoffs, that very next year in 1988, Michael Jordan had statistically the best season ever, where he won the scoring title at 35 points per game, the steals title, the MVP, the defensive player of the year, the All-Star game MVP, and the dunk contest. He faced Larry Bird 4 times that year, and this is how it went. Game 1, tough battle, Bird wins. Game 2, MJ has a historic 50-point game to win by 10. Game 3, Larry's revenge. After that previous loss, I'm sure Larry Bird had that rematch circled on his calendar because he ended up with 33, 8, and 7 and blew MJ out by 30 points. Game 4, MJ had an impressive performance with 39 points and 8 assists. But Larry Legend had 44 points.
Hold on.
And 10.
Hold on. I hope people understand this. This is not prime Larry Bird here. This is later Larry Bird, right? He injured, still dropping these numbers, right? Let me know down in the comment section. Either or. Damn. Prime Bird was still killing it. Guess what? Bird and oh gosh, look at this.
Rebounds, but most importantly, a win versus Michael Jordan in his statistically best season ever. And though Michael Jordan didn't face Bird again that year in the playoffs, Jordan did face Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons. And I'll let Isaiah Thomas tell you exactly how he recalls that year and the rest of the 80s.
So Michael Jordan in the 80s, the best year that he had was he was the MVP of the league and the defensive player of the year. I believe that was in 88.
Yes.
We
88.
beat them 4-1. I'm going to say that again. 4-1. They won one
May I
game.
respond?
Whoa.
And he never beat Larry Bird.
Whoa.
He never beat Magic and Kareem. He never won. And all I'm saying is in the 80s, what I remember in the 80s, it was Philadelphia with Dr. J, Magic, Kareem, Bert, Michael Jordan. He was a non-factor.
A non-factor. Is this your GOAT? But after Isaiah Thomas swept MJ,
I'm not gonna lie. Isaiah Thomas, man. I mean, he's speaking facts. Some people think he's crazy with what he's saying, but it's facts what he just mentioned. Yep, that makes me. Hey, I ain't changing my list for nothing. When you got the eyes to see what's in front of you, you know. You guys seen it live, in person. However you seen it in the 80s. Bro, I'm not going to lie. Isaiah is speaking facts. Those powerhouses in the 80s. Damn. 4-1 winning the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year award. But still, oh gosh, still took the L.
he did go on to beat Larry Bird in 6 games. And many people touted the Detroit defense for holding Larry Bird to under 20 points per game. But what many don't include in that story is that Larry Bird was noticeably injured with painful bone spurs in both feet. So only because of injuries, for the first time in 5 seasons, Larry Bird would not make the NBA Finals. Starting the following year, Larry Bird had season-ending surgery on both feet after playing only 6 games.
1989.
But sadly, it only got worse because that following offseason, Larry Bird broke his back and was never the same again. But even as Larry Bird's entire body betrayed him, for some reason, he always played well against Michael Jordan, almost like he had a personal vendetta against Jordan. And I think I know why. when Michael Jordan was in college, he actually played an exhibition game against Larry Bird. Jordan and a bunch of college players, while preparing for the 1984 Olympics, faced Larry Bird and a bunch of NBA stars. The goal was to toughen the college kids up before they headed to the Olympics. So during pre-game warm-ups, when Jordan chased the loose ball to the other end of the court, Larry Bird picked the ball up. But instead of handing it to Jordan, Bird kicked the ball over Jordan's head to the opposite end of the court. And I guess you could say Michael Jordan took that personally.
Now look at Mossy. Really? Oh, so that's how you're going to play it. You going to do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal. With me.
Michael Jordan dominated that game.
What?
A young Michael Jordan actually carried a team full of college players past a prime Larry Bird and a bunch of NBA players. Michael Jordan won the battle.
Wow.
But Larry Bird won the war.
Yeah.
I think Larry Bird took that loss personally.
Wait a second. Hold on. Larry Bird with a beard, man. Hey, yo. Larry Bird with a beard, yo. Hey. Man, let's go.
Because Jordan never really got the best of Larry Bird ever again. When Larry Bird finally returned to the court after missing basically an entire season with foot surgery and a back injury, he faced prime Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in a regular season game. The teams went back and forth.
Bagley against Paxson, 10 on the shot clock. Jordan on Bird. Quick feed into Jim Paxson for the layup. Larry Bird has KO the read. Jordan the steal. Scottie Pippen ahead to Jordan. Michael for the dunk. Bird against Pippen. Bird working on Pippen one-on-one. Hits the fadeaway.
And with 10 seconds to go, it was a tie game. The Celtics had the ball, and the Bulls put their two best defenders, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, both on Larry Bird because everyone knows who the ball is going to. And then this happened.
Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Inside Bird low, Bird low.
Come on now.
You can quickly.
Fade away. Over.
Seconds left.
Over Pippen and Jordan.
Celtics a 2-point lead.
Everybody in this building had to know what was going on. Michael came over to help out. Celtics lead with 3.6 seconds.
Okay, this is making me respect. Okay, I didn't know about the whole thing that happened in the early days, the early ages of this right here. They both took it. This is why you love basketball in the old school era. This is where competitiveness was at its peak. You played against the best. You didn't need to join the best. Man. Huh? You scored 3 points more than I did in the game? Take it personal. The next game, score 50. Okay, you got the W? Yeah, okay. Next game. Next time we see each other, I'm going to show you. Bro, this is a great story. No wonder I got so many views. Great storytelling. Great facts. Great, prime Larry Bird, man. Hey, I be reacting to your videos, all right? Whenever you get to see this clip, get out there. Come on, man. Post some more videos, man. Post some more videos because it's amazing.
Here, 102 to 100.
A game-winning shot while being double-teamed by both Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, two of the best defenders of all time. Somehow, the word clutch doesn't even begin to describe the greatness of Larry Bird when the game was on the line. But maybe a quote from NBA Hall of Fame coach, executive, and former player Pat Riley can explain. In an interview, when comparing Larry Bird and Michael Jordan's clutchness, Pat Riley said this iconic quote, "If I had to choose a player to take a shot to save a game, I choose Michael Jordan. If I had to choose a player to take a shot to save my life, I'd take Larry Bird.
Bruh. Ooh-wee. Now, respectively, they're both great players now. But that quote speaks volumes. Damn. Nah, Bird is clutch. Bird is clutch no matter what, man. Just the highlights itself. It don't matter how many seconds is on the clock. All he needs is to catch and shoot, or catch, turn around and shoot. Bro. Yeah. Jordan can save you a game. But Bird can save your life. That's heavy.
Take a shot to save my life, I'd take Larry Bird.
And it's facts.
As Larry Bird was on his last legs and Michael Jordan was starting his dynasty in 1991,
yes,
Larry Bird mustered up enough strength to battle MJ again in one of the last great duels between the two.
Gamble came up with the steal.
Pull up. Let's go.
He was met on a switch by Jordan, and there 69, Chicago 67. Jordan eluding a triple team. Reggie Lewis. Larry Bird.
Dangerous.
This battle between two all-time greats came down to the wire. In overtime, it was a tie game with 0.4 seconds on the clock, and the Chicago Bulls had the ball.
Pippen now will look to throw in. 0.4 of a second. And here it is, Jordan with the fling. Yes! But it's waved off.
No call. No call.
Mathis said no. Did not beat the clock.
In a moment like this, let's be honest. I don't care how quick you are. 0.4 seconds as a catch and shoot moment. Now, you see on screen how Jordan is going to receive the ball, turn around, and shoot the fadeaway. Great shot, great attempt, but there's no way that would have been a 0.4. Maybe 1 second, maybe 1.2, 1.5. But nah, I see why they waved it off.
Ooh, he almost had it.
That's
After
too
Jordan's
much. It's too much of a movement for you to get the shot off in time.
Possible game winner was waved off. Larry Bird, on 4 straight possessions in double overtime, did this.
Jordan.
It's great to hear all these coaches talk about they're really concerned as Bird hits a little fadeaway. They're really concerned about the minutes building up. They want to be fresh going into the playoffs until the game.
Overtime number 2. Bird. Yes.
Girl, and do we see the quickness? He's catching it. He's already made a decision that what he wants to do is turn around and shoot it. He got a quick release.
Larry Bird heating it out to go.
Here we go.
In the second overtime. Bird
And one.
right through the foul.
Oh, beautiful.
45 to go in the second overtime. Bird
Quick.
The crowd couldn't help but chant the name of the greatest player of all time.
Shook his head and said, this guy's too much.
And the chant of Larry.
Larry. Come on, get in position, Larry. Oh, okay, there it is. You see that? You see, that's a perfect example. Now the crowd is cheering Larry, of course, but that gave him an opportunity to drive to the basket because the focal point on the defense was on Bird. I got to see that play one more time. They probably thought Bird was gonna get the ball again. Set the pick. There was a hesitation there. You can see it. There's a hesitation there. Not knowing if the ball was going to go back to Bird, allowing the man to score the layup.
And the second overtime, and that will do it. The Boston Celtics in double overtime and defeated the Chicago Bulls 135 to 132.
Bro, that's a high scoring game. 132 to 135. Man. Damn. That is good.
And a wild one.
The Celtics held on to win that game, but that year, Michael Jordan won his first championship versus Magic Johnson in the finals, and his dynasty had officially begun.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "There's a new sheriff in town." And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
Larry Bird retired after that next season, but not before he took the court with Michael Jordan one last time. Except this time, it would be on the same team in what many would call the greatest team ever assembled, the 1992 Dream Team.
And rebounded by Jordan.
Perez may have realized that may be his best opportunity to get an open look in transition.
Magic with the pass that misfired. Jordan with the behind the
Hey, yo. Wow, what a save.
Larry Bird was not going to miss that shot after the great save by Michael Jordan.
Larry, I hear that you're retiring. Thank goodness. I'm glad. I'm tired of seeing your face. It's brought a lot of sad memories to me, but I enjoyed you tremendously. I wish you a lot of luck, and I think you had a very wonderful career, even though you probably ruined a lot of my successful games against the Boston Celtics.
I ain't gonna lie. that felt I felt that from Jordan. I felt that from Jordan, because if Bird was healthy and continuing to play, it would have been a different trajectory of the dynasties and everything. Damn. I hope I don't have to look at you, man. I wish you the best of luck, man. Now it's my time. You see, Bird is exiting while Jordan is entering, right? And
I'll see you somewhere along the road, somewhere playing golf.
Even though he dropped 63, we stepped all in his ass, did we not? I rest my case.
Hey, shout out to, oh man, that was great. That was absolutely amazing, man. Hold on. Man, that was an amazing video. It just proves the debate that should be happening now, but it's really not a debate, honestly. Those that know, they know who the real GOAT of basketball is. Larry Bird. And bringing the facts to the table, MJ and Bird, totally two different players, of course, two different positions, but they're two great players, man. Hey, man, if you like this reaction, hit that like button. Definitely comment down your thoughts. See you guys on the next reaction. Those that are new here, we do old school basketball highlights, documentaries, stories, whatever it is. Hit that subscribe button. See you guys on the next one. God bless you guys.